You know what's crazy? Niger is trending on Twitter today.
Who?
Niger.
Who's
the
Niger?
country.
Oh.
The country Niger.
Oh.
And I saw that and I was like,
Oh,
damn, wait, what? And I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, that is funny.
Yeah. You know how many fucking white people probably had to, like...
Yeah,
they probably
double take?
Yeah,
Like,
they were
what
like, wait, hold on a second.
Oh.
I gotta get my gun. Bro, imagine if the N-word was trending, actually.
That's what I was like. I feel like if I saw that, I'd immediately be like, wait, what?
Hold on a second.
All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to My Black Friend, where you get two black friends for the price of one. I'm Zoe.
And I'm Steve.
And you're watching My Black Friend.
Welcome back, guys.
Yeah, glad to see you.
We're here again.
That's right.
This time Hiram couldn't make it, but we got Roosevelt in the booth. There's no video on him this time,
What's
but
going on?
Yeah.
he promised he's going to speak clearly this time.
Mm-hmm.
I always speak clearly.
That's right.
Normally Roosevelt has a problem, man. He can't talk loud enough. And he can't put no bass in his voice. We tell him all the time.
Every
right?
time, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, he always speaks with this little whisper. I know he's a timid guy.
Yeah, you know, he's a little
But
bit shyer.
First
Yeah.
of all,
I know he walks around with
first
a
of
little
all,
security blanket and all that, but
Well, let's let him stand up. For
I'm
a
just
minute.
not used to talking into a mic.
Oh.
yeah, that's what they all say, huh?
Right. Yeah, I'm sure Alonzo said that his first time too.
Yeah, that was my first time on the casting couch for Brazil. Sorry, I'm not used to talking to mic. You just need to open your mouth a little wider. We gotta know what you're working with. All right.
Hey, I'm not stage trained, actually.
You don't really care what you say. We just gotta make sure your mouth works.
Do you have teeth? No. Perfect.
You know what? Go ahead, send everyone else home. We got her.
We found the one.
We got her.
All right, Alonzo. So speaking of porn, do you
Perfect segue.
do you know if your dad jerks off or not?
I don't. I've never asked. If I'm being
This
honest.
is not really the kind of thing that you usually stop doing. I
Yeah.
guess, but I mean, if he does,
Yeah, I would have. If I guess, I'm like, yeah, I would figure.
okay. Well, because I have this hypothetical where I think like, what if your dad basically never learned how to jerk off, right? He never learned how to jerk off.
Like the right way.
Yeah, and he basically tells you like, so, man, you're my son. I raised you. You came out of my nuts and all
Mhm.
that good stuff. And I got something to tell you, bro.
All right.
I mean, son. Bitch,
All right,
bitch.
bro.
Bitch.
Nigga.
He'd say bitch, yeah.
All right. He's calling his bitch.
Right, and he's got his dick out. And he says, so, and he's stroking it the whole time. He's stroking his cock.
So I walk into this situation. And I stay there.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna hear him out
Well, yeah.
while he's stroking it in front of me.
Well, because it actually leads into the next point because he tells you, like, Zoe, I need you to teach me how to jerk off.
Okay.
Because I've tried. He's been trying apparently for 50 years or however old he is.
Yeah.
Right? And he's never managed to reach orgasm, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he only trusts someone, you know, with the same dick as him. You know, you come from the same dick. So he trusts you to be the one to teach him.
Am I allowed to ask a question to him?
Yeah, sure.
Like, Dad, if I can interrupt, how did you conceive me? Like,
no, he's able to come.
Oh.
He's come before. Yeah, he can fuck like a king, you know? Right? Your dad lays pipe, bro.
Okay.
But I'm just saying.
he doesn't have sex. He fucks.
He's never been able to, you know, reach orgasm on his own.
Oh, okay.
Right, so he needs you to show him how you do it.
No.
Because apparently, you know, you guys might have the same craft. You grew up in the same house, or not grew up in the same house, but he taught you his ways.
All right.
And
but
anyway,
he needs
so
to
the
figure
other
it
end, the other end of the hypothetical. Oh, wait, was that even a hypothetical? I guess that was just me thinking about you jerking off your dad. I don't know.
Was there a question?
I don't know.
I thought it was gonna lead into you saying like, would I show him or not, or something like that.
Well, would you show him or not? That's kind of like, well, would
you know,
show
what do
him?
you think I would do? Oh, you think I roll up my sleeves?
Bro,
and get
everything's falling apart without Hiram, bro. This is terrible.
Hiram, we need you. Let's turn this into a plea. Hiram, come back.
It's like I have all the pieces, but I just can't assemble them.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, we got Alonzo having gay sex with his dad. It's like, where can I take this?
Oh god.
Steve's
got body odor, so you know everything's there.
Right. There's definitely enough body odor to keep the show going, to last a lifetime.
Holy shit. Well, I gotta tell you about you know, give people something to they can stew over that question. I'll tell them about this weekend. I broke my phone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it sucked. I was at Great America. It was a good, really fun time. Went with some friends from school, and two funny things happened. One, I broke my phone. But the first thing that happened was one of the girls got stung by a bee.
Damn.
It was a wasp actually, because the bee it got away. It flew off. It didn't die. We were standing in line for the Raging Bull, and it was about to rain.
Mm-hmm.
And she was dressed like a flower. I told her not to do that, but she did anyway. She was like wearing bright pink, and
she was just ready to be stung.
yeah, just ready to be stung. It was like,
Eaten by bees.
it was humid outside, so all the insects were around, getting their moisture, getting all wet and
Right.
moist. Yeah, they're all primed to fuck some shit up.
Right.
And then we were sitting there. She was like telling some type of story. I forget. I think we were arguing about something, and then she just screamed. And we were like, what the fuck? And she's like, the bee bit me. And, being the asshole I am, I was like, I think you mean it stung you.
You dumb bitch.
Yeah, but yeah, she got stung.
Then her pussy literally just like dried up. It just shriveled up and ran. It actually got on the roller coaster.
Yeah, the one he just dropped out and fucking left.
Dropped on it. Just like, you know what? I'm gonna go ride this shit.
Fuck all you. Oh shit.
Looks like I'm not having any fun tonight. And then he gets on the Raging Bull.
That's the old excitement I'm getting today.
Literally, pussies run from you and ride on children's rides. Anyway, continue.
Yeah. So, she said like she had like a lot of allergies, so she wasn't sure if she was allergic. So we had to get out of line. We walked over to like the little emergency like care area, and they had put some Neosporin on it.
Mm.
No, so they took care of that for her, and then she felt better. But she still went home because she was like, I don't know if I'm gonna start bloating up, because she's like, when I have allergic reaction, I
All right, back at it.
Hey, all right. So we had a little technical difficulty, but we're back.
Yeah, we're back at it.
Yeah, Roosevelt was in the middle telling us how he got compromised at one time in wrestling.
Yeah, no. I
think you said the words, I was taken from behind. Exactly.
No, I didn't say anything like
Or I
that.
was pinned from the front. How about that? Imagine that.
Oh man,
What does that mean?
from the front.
It's all fun and games on the podcast.
Anyway,
Yeah,
so what
missionary.
was the situation?
There wasn't a situation. Have I ever got butt drag?
Yeah, butt drag.
What the
Yeah,
fuck?
there we go.
That's what it was.
Butt drag.
Was it
Now
the
what
butt
the
drag?
fuck is that?
Bro, Coach Forsyth showed up.
There
and
was
he had us
Forsyth?
all finger each other, bro. You don't remember this?
No, I don't.
Bro, like he literally was like, he taught us this move called the butt drag. Durante remembers this, all right?
I remember you told me about it.
One
Like
of
this
our
before I
friends named
joined.
Durante, right? It was the butt drag. I remember he had Jameer come up in front of us, and then he had one of the smaller boys get in the formal wrestling position,
Yeah.
and then he was like, have him do a butt drag.
One of the test dummies.
Yeah,
the test dummy
one of
kids.
the test dummies.
All right.
At West. Yeah, there was a lot of test dummies there. But you literally, like, it's legal to grab somebody by the gooch
And
You-
drag them?
and drag it. You can dig into their gooch and hook. Like, have you ever, touched your gooch?
Yeah.
I mean, shit.
Yeah,
Have you ever?
I've bathed.
Have you ever
yeah.
applied? Have you ever applied pressure to it?
No.
Have you ever had someone else do it?
No. Of course not.
Bro, come on, bro.
I'm really trying to think about, because I remember Forsyth was crazy as hell, but I'm trying to think of what the fuck he was talking about.
The butt drag. I mean, there's
The
really
butt drag.
there's no mistaking it for anything else.
Well, check it out.
It's a very distinct move.
Yeah, it's quite obvious. I mean, your fingers stink when you're done with it. I mean, it's like that's the sweatiest and most.
Are you guys
fetid-
sure this was wrestling practice?
Yeah, dude, the butt drag. Oh my god.
Yeah, that sounds hilarious.
No.
How did it go at least?
Spiral to
like
butt
it
drag.
was
How'd it go?
Yeah,
No one ever butt dragged me because I had a big fat ass.
This
So
is-
it's literally impossible.
This is right here. Spiral to butt drag.
All right, we'll skip to the part where they're actually doing it.
Oh,
Yeah, we can't show that. We can't show it to the audience, but I
Right.
definitely do want to see. I want you to see the butt drag and just know.
I want you to remember. Remember.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway,
That's hilarious.
yeah, the butt drag. What the fuck?
because you had brought it up in compromise. Because I was telling about how I broke my phone, but then we went over to
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, we just wanted to ask Roosevelt, but
The bottom position is the most compromising position in wrestling to me.
Right.
That's the only position.
I feel like the
I've
bottom
ever-
position is the most compromising position in life.
yeah,
Just
just
in
big on
general.
the bottom.
Yeah, like even in gay relationships, probably. Like,
Probably.
you know,
Yeah.
I feel like the guy on top knows all that other guy's secrets. You know, like he's fucking them all out of him. It's just like draining out of his just raw, beaten asshole. It's like Pandora's box, but it's just
like completely drained.
yeah, it's just secrets.
Imagine
bro.
it being like a fucking anime where it's like after that he's just like, now I know everything about you. Now I know all your secrets.
Yeah.
Just sitting there breathing hard, sweating.
Oh man.
But yeah,
Anyway,
enough.
back to that phone story.
Gay sex
Yeah,
aside.
anyway, wrestling and gay sex aside.
Where was I at? Okay, so yeah, I was on the ride. I was compromised. My phone fell out, and then yeah, I thought it fell on the grass. I was like so confident. I was like, ah, fuck, my phone fell out. And then person right next to me, she was like, really? And I was like, yeah. So I asked the guy. I was like, when we got off the ride, I'm like, can I why I can't just go in there and get it while the machine's still operating? But is there a way anyone can get that phone? Because I know where it is. I see it.
Yeah.
And he was just like, I have to wait till the park to close.
Right.
And I'm like, well, thank God it was like 20 minutes till it closed. So I came back, and then maintenance did their sweep, and I was like, okay, because I thought I saw it fall in grass, but what really happened is it fell in gravel. It fell on a bed of rocks.
Right, yeah, the worst spot possible. Was there like a nice patch of beautiful grass, lush greenery?
Yeah, it was like literally an entire patch of grass with like a tiny hole cut out of gravel, and it fell in that spot. It fell right on there. But no, when they came to the gate and they were like, is this your phone? They were trying to see if it could turn on, and it was literally just destroyed. Like it had the entire screen was black instead of like this little corner that I could see the battery power. And I think
that's nice. You
Yeah.
knew it wasn't dead yet.
Yeah, I knew it wasn't
Got
dead.
to watch it slowly die.
Yeah.
It had its final moments.
Yeah, it was like crying out to me. It reached this tiny little phone hand out. It died in a robot
you
voice.
just took your dick out. It was like, they're there.
A late to rest.
It's funny. There's actually like one of the rides. This was a long time ago, but one of the rides got like this tote, this transparent tote with a bunch of phones that's been dropped like throughout the fucking. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
Funny.
and it was like filled up.
It's like the.
I think it was like the lost and found because they told us that like he told me like if I couldn't find it like they would do a sweep and it would probably be in the lost and found. But I was just like I don't want to wait for that. I'll just stay here and tell them like I watch them pick up my phone because I know that's it.
There it is.
Yeah,
There's
I don't have to wait for
dispensing
shit.
in the thing. That's actually kind of like that's kind of like fucking Vlad Tepes, like the fucking
Vlad Tepes.
Dracula, or the dude that stuck all the heads on top of the poles outside of his castle. You
Oh
know
yeah.
about that? Dracula. Apparently, the guy that Dracula is based on, he just killed a bunch of dudes and then stuck their heads on big spiky sticks.
Damn.
Oh, you know what's hilarious? Cause I assume that's like a method he used to like deter people from coming.
Yeah, scared people from
Im-
ever showing up to that place.
Imagine if Six Flags wanted to do the same thing, so
Yeah.
they like put a bunch of cell phones stabbed through a stick.
Yeah.
To deter tourists. They're
Right.
like, well, I don't want my phone to get just turn around.
It's like reverse marketing.
Yeah.
like for Fright Night or whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
What is it called? Fright Fest? Yeah.
Fright Fest, yeah.
For Fright Fest, they just torture phones.
Yeah, torture phones. You know what's gonna happen if you lose it.
Yeah.
But yeah, at the end of the day, the scariest part about it wasn't like the fact that I lost my phone. It's the fact that I GPS to get there,
Right.
and I was like, well, fuck.
How am I gonna get
How
home?
am I gonna home? I had to print out directions and just prayed I made a right turn on Kale instead of left because I was just going imagine if I was just going the opposite direction.
Yeah.
I got fucking lost.
You could have just stopped at like an old timey gas station and asked for directions, and then you could have like a weird story arc. Maybe.
Yeah, I
you're
guess
gonna
so. Would have
get
been.
molested by a elderly white man.
Like, you better be out of here by nightfall.
Yeah.
One of them.
You better be getting on now.
To talk to some weird preachy farmer like you don't want to go down that rod. That rod has been trailed for years at the Native American burial ground.
Right. The secret history of Six Flags.
Yeah, right.
Like
It was built on top of a fucking I don't know, fucking Native American.
yeah, like
ground,
an old
yeah.
Indian burial ground.
Yeah.
Old fucking.
It was haunted by ghosts at night
Yeah.
where they eat your phone.
Man, what would be the best princess to be a zombie at Fright Night?
What would be the best?
Like if say That was a pretty stupid question. Hold on.
Princess to be
But I
a
mean,
zombie.
like, if you go to let's say you go to Fright Fest, right?
All right.
And they're like, "Oh my God, there's a zombie!" Right?
Yeah.
Which one would be the funniest princess to be the zombie that's going around mauling, children?
Oh,
and
so the
other
princess
people?
is the zombie, or like
Yeah,
you're
there's a Disney princess that is a zombie, and she's
Oh.
running around the whole Six Flags, eating people and turning them. And now she's the leader of the zombies at Six Flags, and we have to mount a defense.
I think it would be like. I was thinking like the Tangled princess, and the reason why
Very obscure pick, but I'm with you here.
yeah,
you know?
just immediate. Like I had an immediate choice.
Yeah.
But I just imagine like because she's stupid and she's a zombie, like it could almost be like it's almost like slapstick where it's like she's coming after you, but like her hair gets tangled in like the fucking in the fucking Ferris wheel, and she
Right.
just gets fucking just dragged up. She like somehow it ends with her getting hung by her own hair.
Right, dude, that would be slapstick up until the point that she gets squished.
Yeah,
Like she gets
until she gets like fucking smashed between gears.
Yeah, getting smashed between gears into a fine mist. And be like,
Like it'll be like a hella cute kid's like, oh, there she goes until she dies brutally.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. That's my pick. Who would you go for?
I would probably go for Pocahontas just because, like, people would be able to, like, I'm sure.
Why could they ban her image? They'd have protesters and vegans
Yeah,
everywhere coming out to be
literally.
like, take her photo
Right.
down.
Exactly.
No more Pocahontas as
that would-
Halloween
Pocahontas would
costumes.
get the most media coverage. Like, because
Six Flags under fire today.
Are zombies a what are they called? A BIPOC?
Yeah, a BIPOC.
Are zombies BIPOCs too?
This just in.
I immediately thought Princess Tiana because that's the only princess I can think
The black
of.
one?
The black one, yes.
How's
literally
that
the
the
only
only one you could think
That's
of,
the
bro?
only one I could
Man,
think of.
you've been robbed of white childhood, bro.
Are Native Americans
So-
mindless zombies? Six Flags seems to think so. Tonight at 5. Oh man.
That's perfect. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that'd be a good
You know
one.
what's crazy? Niger is trending on Twitter today.
Who?
Niger.
Who's
the
Niger?
country.
Oh,
The country Niger.
Oh.
And I saw that and I was like,
Oh, that's-
damn, wait, what? And I was like, oh, okay.
oh, that is funny.
Yeah. You know how many fucking white people probably had to, like,
Yeah,
they probably
double take,
Yeah,
like,
they
what
were
the-
like, wait, hold on a second.
Oh.
I gotta get my gun. Bro, imagine if the N-word was trending, actually.
That's what I was like. I feel like if I saw that, I'd immediately be like, wait, what?
Hold on a second.
What's going on?
Right.
Damn, we're trending.
Wait, what are they doing? like imagine like a little white boy running into his kitchen like, granddaddy, grandpappy.
Dude, I swear to
Niggers
God.
trending. Hey, wait, what are they doing?
They're doing what?
They're trending on Twitter, granddaddy.
Meemaw, get Meemaw.
Meemaw, give me my gun.
Dude, I can imagine like half the people probably like supporting or like retweeting that hashtag are probably just doing it because it's like, bro, this is like the closest I can like say the N word.
Yeah.
This is like the closest I can get to it and not be
Right.
fucking
They're just
dinged
tweeting
for
it over and over again like I support Nike.
Yeah, I support Niger.
Hell yeah, dude.
I don't know what's happening in Niger, but they gotta stop.
I don't know what color their people are, but I'm with that country.
Yeah,
I stand by them.
I'll stand by these Nigers.
Well, I got a good question for you, Alonzo. So I was having a discussion with Roosevelt, and I was telling him that I think beating off is for the bed.
Okay.
Now, where do you beat off?
I mean, I'm gonna keep it 100, man. Like, I'm gonna keep it a stack. Like, I mean, the bed's cool and all, but nothing beats like just like sitting naked on your couch. And just tuning into some fucking late night, some late night infomercial.
Right.
Just letting,
Just
let
watching
nature
old,
take its course.
watching old white women actually cook.
Yeah.
Nothing like a housekeeper.
Now you're telling me this blender works in just 5 seconds?
Oh
Fuck
my,
yeah.
fuck
Oh,
yeah.
5 seconds.
Oh, me too, baby. Me too.
Me too.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Oh, just like pre-rehearsed infomercials are back to back for like.
No, man, I feel like
6
I've had
hours.
I've had this conversation before, man. Like, people have told me that they think it's okay to masturbate in the shower, but I live with people, so it's like, when I was in college there was a notorious person who would always jerk off in the shower, and then his this is pretty gross, but they would literally
How do you become notorious for that? Like, so everyone knew what he was doing.
No one knew who the fuck it was, but it would always be nut in the shower. Bro. It would always be jizz. Like it'd be like hair and jizz in the drain, just stuck there.
Did you guys ever?
It up.
Did you guys ever decide to like fucking mystery track and like, okay, what color hair is this? Who's the ginger living on our floor? Like
give it a
you
taste.
taste it.
Oh, Jesus
We're gonna
Christ.
find out who this is. We're about to blow every.
Oh,
like,
I
you
wish I
taste
didn't bring this up because now it's making me want to throw up.
No, we gotta finish.
I'm just thinking about a clumped up ball of cum, bro. Yeah, that's not good.
How did y'all get to the bottom of that shit?
We didn't get to the bottom of it, bro. He just kept doing it. Whoever the fuck it was.
I've never
Or,
fried me.
honestly, it could have been all of the people doing it.
Right.
It could have been
That
everyone.
was a collection.
It could have been a lot of nut. Honestly, it probably takes a lot of nut to clog a drain.
That's hilarious. Is that what was happening? It was clogging the drain?
Well, no. I'm saying it was clogging, like, you know, the strainer that goes over the drain?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have visible cum stuck
Ugh.
in it with hair and shit. Like, it'd be like a net of jizz and hair sticking in the drain, and you would get in there, and you'd be like, wow.
Didn't even have the courtesy to wash it down.
Yeah,
just
so I guess
fucking
that's
leave
why
it.
that's why they say you need shower shoes, right?
Yeah.
I wasn't a shower shoe guy, though.
Were you one of those guys that walked in the bathroom barefoot?
Hell yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, of course.
Even I thought that was a white
I
person thing.
actually walked around everywhere barefoot. I walked around the whole dorm barefoot. I would go downstairs barefoot. I didn't give a fuck. I'd be wearing a robe sometimes.
You know what? I should have known. I don't even know how to ask.
I got it on my crotch one time.
Athlete's crotch.
Yeah, I got Tinder. I got the Tinder crotch.
Did you put some icy hot on it to make it go away?
No, that didn't help.
It made it worse.
Although I did, it didn't help. It did nothing for me.
Oh shit. Let me see. Actually, I was gonna ask Steve something. I think I still got it up here on this app. All right.
Let's hear it, baby girl.
I can give you the world, baby girl. She's gotta be worth it. All right, here we go. So Steve, you're a bigger guy.
Mm-hmm.
What if everywhere you fucking walked, like no matter where you went into, people were like hilariously berating of you. Like they literally always called you a pig. Like you walked in a room and they were just like,
specifically a pig.
yeah, like if you walk in a room, like you come home and your dad fucking sniffs, you're like, thought I smelled bacon, you fucking pig.
My dad.
Yeah, even your dad is in on it. Fucking, you going for an interview? They say the same shit like, "Oh, piggy gonna oink." Like you ask you a question and just fucking mocks you.
So every time is it specifically a pig?
Yeah,
they
they
just
make,
come up with really elaborate pig.
Yeah, they
jokes
just
to
make
mock me.
elaborate pig jokes at you the rest
Okay.
of like forever, and you
That would start to hurt eventually.
Yeah.
At first it'd be funny, but then
Just
I'd be
get
like, damn.
disrespected.
Like the more creative it got, the more it would hurt.
Yeah, like you take a girl invites you back for sex, like you did it, you went to a club, you're about to get laid, and she fucking turns on the room and her bed's just like a pig pen, and she's like, sleep tight, piggy, and she locks you in the room. Like the whole
thrashing around in there.
like the whole world is just somehow set up to fucking turn you into a pig joke.
Oh no, wait, let's pause this hypothetical for a second, because if that actually happened, I'd be kind of turned on. I'd be like, whoa, this bitch is freaky as fuck. She's got a whole man-sized pig pen.
Yeah,
That'd be kind of
like hang on to where it's just like little pig ears and a little tail you can put on yourself too.
I would oink for like an hour and see where it goes. You know, I would just start oinking.
You'll be a little piggy.
Yeah.
Like, what if she came back in the room just as a farmer and she's like, "Now get in there, you little pig." She fucking poked you in the back with her fucking front.
Like, it'd be funny if she pokes me in the ass.
Yeah. Like she was literally standing over you while you roll in mud with a fucking pitchfork poking at you.
She just walks out like, "Oh, you're gonna be tender."
Yeah, that's your tender little piggy right there.
Yeah, the tender little pig.
So you just fucking role play a pig. No, but
Hold on, Roosevelt, man, if you had to role play as a pig, would you fuck, man, would you role play as a pig? I guess.
would you do it?
It depends on who I'm role playing for.
You're,
was
you're
like-
role playing for a woman that can't talk.
Is she fine though?
She's kind of cute. She's not.
He's like, that's the only important thing you want to know. Like, is she
I
attractive?
mean,
It's
yeah.
more so for the experience. I want to know if you would do it for the experience.
I mean,
Would you do it just because it's happening? Like if a girl puts
No,
the
I
proposition,
wouldn't
to you?
do it just because she'd have to be like bad, and I'd be like,
Let's say she's an 8. Whatever your
She an
version of an
8?
8 is, yeah.
You don't get curious about shit like this, man.
Hell, what?
like what if she's not actually gonna have sex with you, but like just the mental enjoyment of being like, here's this girl just making. No. This is for her. You're just there to be her pig for the night.
Oh no,
you're her pay pig.
If she not paying me, I'm not getting no pussy. No.
She said her to pay you to be her pig.
Listen,
you get to be the pig. That's the best part.
You get to be the pig, and then how about this? You get to
shut up, pig.
Yeah, and then like
How'd that feel?
you
Did
get to
that
have
feel good?
berating sexual activities. Like you get to lick hummus out of her toes, and then she gets to walk over you,
Right.
like shit like that.
I mean, shit. Like I said,
She's a 9 out of 10. Let's move it up a little bit.
She
Yeah,
She
she's
tie
super
you
hot.
up to all your brothers and
Like-
sisters.
Like the odds of you hugging a girl that attractive is like, maybe it happened like 2 more times in your life.
Right. Yeah,
I'd
man.
probably do it then, but it'd be so much better. But if I get to,
Bro, you literally said one time that you wanted to be shrunk down and put in a little house. Yeah, you telling me?
No, I didn't say that. Hold on. I said
This
that.
man's told me
Hold
that
on.
he was like, he was like,
Let me
hold on. Nah, this nigga said he was like, oh, that little house looks cool, or no, some people got shrunk, and he was like, that seems awesome, bro, because wouldn't you want to just like get put in a little dollhouse or something and just like look at the shit inside the house or something?
Oh my god, I gotta hear this in context.
I can't remember how we got to it, but I was thinking like, damn, like if I was shrunk down though, I would want to like just go through a dollhouse just to experience like, oh shit, I'm in a dollhouse.
Yeah.
Right, I'm like, why the fuck would anyone do that?
Yo, man, I'm sitting on
you
this little
never,
plastic
like,
bed.
As a kid, seen like a dollhouse or a little house and thought like, man, what if I could fit in there, or what if I was in there?
What if I was in that bitch being little as hell?
Yeah.
Bro, I'm little foe right
I'm
now.
little foe.
I'm little foe.
I'm little foe.
Yeah, like just being in a little plastic crib, just you could experience.
Man, I feel you, bro. I understand it.
Oh,
but
shit.
when I say I want to be a pig, nigga, you
Okay,
gotta accept that too.
Alright, I'm good.
All right, little man.
That
Oh,
makes sense.
shit.
I feel that.
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh,
was I
so
even asking?
yeah, you were asking me about that. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh, no. It was good. So yeah, you're in the pig pen, and I was gonna say the only way, like, you're gonna live your entire life being berated as a pig, but the only way to make it stop is either to kill a pig with your bare hands and drink its blood.
Oh,
Would you do it?
Oh yeah, totally.
You would? Oh.
Pig blood's actually a delicacy in some countries.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, I mean, doesn't make it taste any better. But okay.
It's actually called pudding in Britain.
All right,
Yeah.
but you kill it.
Yeah, I do it.
All right, what if the pig could talk? What if it's like begging you
Okay,
not
if
to?
the pig's
what
gonna-
if the pig's looking at you? He's like, "Ah, you're one of us." Like you're struggling.
Like as I'm choking the last bit of life out of him. Oh no,
We were supposed to be brothers.
fuck.
We were supposed to be brothers.
I would definitely feel like I'd been cursed. like I was like, maybe I'm gonna turn
part
into
of the curse is that you can talk to pigs.
Yeah, no, that feels like a setup. Like if I kill the pig, I'm gonna turn into a pig. Like actually, I'm gonna become a pig. Probably.
Yeah.
That seems like the meta for that story. I'm not going that way. So I think I would probably have to be tormented my whole life and
Yeah,
just be
suffer.
called a fucking pig.
you
Eventually,
go.
I'd probably go into the persona, dress up like Porky. Put on a fucking pig mask. Add like
Get a little bow tie.
put little 6 tits on myself.
Yeah.
Pigs have a bunch of little tits, right?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they have hella tits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can imagine you just like embracing the role, and then one day some guy just walks into your house. It's like it's a surveillance team because you haven't come out of your house in like about a year, and they're trying to see if you're alive.
Right.
So they came in there looking for your dead body, and you're just literally sprawled out. Your entire room was just filled with trash and mud. You're just sitting on your desk, making halfway pig sounds.
Right.
And just rubbing yourself with fucking six nips
bro,
with mud.
Imagine me just like laying on my side on a table with a bunch of nipples, and then there's a bunch of little piglets. Just
Little piglets
suckling
suckling.
me. Imagine that, bro. Isn't that really funny? That's like a perfect look for me, actually.
Oh, that's
Chilling with a glass of wine.
God,
and
that's
shit.
right. I'm
funny.
just like,
Like somebody-
yes,
like
my babies.
The pig,
Huh?
the pig mama and shit, chilling with a glass of wine and shit. Feeding the
Yeah.
kid.
Go get me some chips.
We're just sitting there,
One of y'all go get me some chips. And then
just
one of
petting
them.
them.
Then it just goes away.
No, what if you had like a sophisticated voice for some reason? You're just like, oh yes, feed. Oh, not too tough, Nectar. Not too tough, Nectar. Daddy needs to rest.
Daddy needs to rest now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good pig pen story.
Yeah. Anyway.
Roosevelt's got Sha'Carri pulled up. You
Jesus
been
Christ,
keeping
yeah.
up with her story?
I know that she looks a little bit like a guy. Right?
Yeah. Well, she I think she's confirmed lesbian.
Okay. That's
Wait,
hot.
so
Yeah.
y'all don't find her attractive at all?
No, that's what I was gonna ask. Because Roosevelt finds her super attractive.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
hold on.
Roosevelt
Time
loved.
out.
Roosevelt's
Hold
actually
on.
into men.
I did not say she was super attractive.
It was super hot.
I just said, you feel me?
What?
She cute. You know, she ain't ugly.
I
You know,
mean,
she just hood as fuck. You know, she tatted up. She wore
Yeah.
eyelashes, colorful hair, long nails.
but see, that's like my
That's your
anti-woman.
deterrent.
Yeah, like
Oh,
all
I
that
see
is
that.
like a heavy deterrent. Like I don't like that look at all. Like it's not even like it's not attractive. I think it detracts from a woman a lot of times when she has like too much going on, like fucking neon weave down to the back of her
Yeah.
ankles.
I mean, what's the point of
talons
looking-
that they call nails? Like that's a little too much for me. I mean, but here's the thing: without all that, then I'd say she looked like a pretty average girl. Like she'd probably be cute too because she's in shape. But I'm like, with all that, it's just kind of like you kind of look like a monster. Yeah, but I don't know. That's my take.
Look at that.
You look like a literal siren, like a like a fucking medieval, not even medieval, like an ancient Greek siren.
It's fucking snakes for hair.
Yeah, that's scary.
Alonzo just don't like hood.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
Yeah, man.
I don't like my women gutter rats. All right, fucking. See, what about you, man? You'd hit?
No, I'd never.
No, I never.
Yeah, I feel like her legs would probably clench my dick right off. I mean, I'm just personally like, I'm not saying she's not attractive to somebody, and she's obviously more attractive than me. Right?
Yeah.
So who am I to talk shit?
You're
But
right.
At the same time, she's not attractive. So fuck.
All right, well now that we're done fucking talking about how she looks, let's talk about her actual skill.
Yeah, I don't even know what this bitch does. to be
Yeah,
honest.
she well in her last conference she came in dead last. I think she's been getting shit for it because it just kind of she took a month off in her defense, but still I think she was she kind of came on the interview like she cursed on the interview and people were just kind of like, you know, why you like you got to present yourself a little bit better.
I just want to know.
you can't be
why
that
all
hood,
these black
lose.
women in the Olympics are getting so much attention.
Well, because they're the only ones on screen.
Oh,
There's
Why?
literally only
What
black
you
women in the
talking
race. There's literally it's nothing
Oh,
but black.
right.
No one else is fast enough.
right. It's fast enough to get spoken about.
Yeah. This is all black women.
Did you see the interview? Was she gay?
Yeah. She was just like, I'm not done yet, and she's like, I don't give a fuck. It's like she said something. She said so. She cursed on live TV, and I think that was another thing. She
But
was
no,
just-
I was actually making a real point. I was saying like because you know Simone Biles and Sha'Carri or whatever her name is, both of them have been pretty big stories, and I feel like a lot of the attention is going to them because they're like, because like right now is the time for black people to kind of be at the
yeah.
Right.
Well,
In the
I'll
news.
say this: Simone Biles is like her athleticism is like to the point to where like there's people that like literally there's only moves that only she can do.
Yeah, she's second to none, man.
Yeah,
she
like she
dominated
can't
that
like
shit.
people cannot like
Yeah.
recreate some of her moves, and I think that's why she's popular. I think part of Sha'Carri's popularity is a little bit from the fact that no woman has ever presented herself the same way as she has, like being really hood.
Right.
But she's also.
I wouldn't say no woman has ever presented.
But no,
themselves that
no.
way. I mean,
on this level of like competition, like no one is like. There's never been like literally look.
yeah,
There is not a single woman in Olympic history that has raced that has looked quite like
that's
her.
true. It's kind of like
You know?
imagine if like some of those girls from West, like, are
Literally.
the high school we played football at,
Because most of them don't get that far,
Yeah.
and that's the thing. Like she has that like extremely like ratchet presentation,
Right.
But she's literally she broke her world record.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like I think half of it's like her talent, but then another part of it's like You know, damn girl, you gotta tone it down.
You know, there was another racer that was pretty hood. There was that guy. He had no legs. You know, they called him Ting Ting, I think.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh, Cat Williams, fucking
Cat Williams. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Ting
he
Ting.
that guy ended up fucking blowing his wife's brain out. And then,
what?
But basically, what he did was his wife was in the bathroom at the sink or some shit, and then like he shot up the door and killed her, and then he was like, "I thought there was a robber in there."
Oh my god!
Wow,
Yeah, and then he
that's
ended up
fucked
not
up.
getting incriminated for it.
Really? He
Really
was black?
fast.
What did they look at him and be like,
He was
well?
African. He was in
Oh,
Africa.
wow.
They looked at him. They saw his no legs. We're like, he's got it bad enough. Let him go.
He's
I have
having
no
a hard
idea what his
time.
name is.
You know, he already listen. He lost his legs. He just lost his wife. You know how much?
Right.
How
Yeah,
much?
what else can we do? Can we
How
really
much can
put
we
the guy
take
in
away
jail?
from him? You know? How much more do we have to take from this man? Yeah,
That's
He's
pretty
a
fucked
true
up.
law-abiding citizen.
yeah, you know. You know, this man needs to give this man a break. Fucking hell, man, that's
All right,
terrible.
Alonzo. Imagine you're going through you're going on a journey, on an adventure, looking for you're looking for a new bug.
All
All
right.
right, that's your job. You're looking for this bug.
I'm looking for a bug.
Yeah, you're going all over the world to find this bug. You haven't found it yet, but on your journey in this desert,
Am I dressed like a geek? Like, do I have like fucking high
you're
rise
wearing
shorts?
exactly what
Do I
you're
have
wearing
fucking
right now.
knickerbockers on and a cargo pants?
Yeah, no, you're wearing exactly what you're wearing right now. Sure.
Okay, cool. All right, sweet.
Yeah, you're dressed like this in the desert. So that's his
Just
choice.
like this.
Yeah, this is what you chose. And anyway, while in the desert, you're with your team, right?
Mhm.
I'm on your team too. Sure, why not? Because that's funny.
All right.
And then there's three other guys, and one of them's like a Jack Black kind of scientist character.
Okay.
And we basically come upon a wellspring of ass.
Wellspring of ass.
Yeah, wellspring of ass. So the ass is flowing bountifully here, like it's nonstop. Yeah. So like I can't really fathom what it looks like yet. But basically we come upon a wellspring of ass.
Okay.
And we gotta figure out what to do with it. So
That's
say
crazy.
you had an infinite supply of ass. What would you
Okay.
do with it?
Like the ass floweth from the well.
Yeah.
Just,
The ass floweth
it's
over.
bountiful. What do I do with it? I mean, God.
How much of it would you eat? I mean, to start.
Let's get to the fucking nitty gritty. Brass tacks. I mean, I'd have to try it to make sure, you know, it has value, of course.
Yeah.
You know, give it a nice taste test and be like, you know, I think we could sell this.
Right.
I think this is like the fountain of youth, but for like, I don't know.
Right, just for like
Dirty ass.
like freaks.
Yeah, fucking freaks.
It's like these asses just come from the ether. I'm imagining like a production line, like an assembly line is just like, you know, water instead of like a waterfall, but it's just asses kind of falling.
Yeah, like I literally
Like-
imagine like it was literally like you said water, but it's like filled with like severed ass cheeks.
yeah, or it's like a well, like wellspring, like literally like a well.
Yeah.
And then the water comes up. And then sometimes like an ass will pop up to the top. And you just yeah, and you just fish them out, and it's like, yes, finally, we got a good one. Like sometimes it's like a little Asian ass, and you're like, oh, put that back.
And what if it's like mute, static, naked people?
Yeah.
It's just like you little like the little Asian ass. It's like literally a fucking tiny Asian person just kind of bent over, and they just look surprised.
Right. Yeah, that'd be terrifying, actually. And I'd be like, oh fuck, we fucked up. We should not be here.
This is not the bug I was looking for.
Oh, this is not the wellspring of ass I was looking for. Turns
Speak of
out.
ass.
Oh yeah, so that whole joke came from the phrase "wellspring of ass."
We came up with the word first, and the context came after.
Yeah, the rest of it
that's
was
why it
just-
didn't make any sense.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go through my notes now since Hiram's not here. It's really hard to organize this podcast without Hiram.
Yeah. Hey, Steve, if you had a if you had like a little petting zoo, and it was literally just a petting zoo filled with Twitch girls dressed as cats. Literally just, like,
That sounds hotter than a wellspring of ass.
yeah, would you rather own that? Like, what do you think you can make more money off? Like, would you rather just own an apartment, or would you rather have that? Like, just a like. Would you have like a petting zoo of Twitch girls
Damn, bro.
that are literally just like
I'm sleeping on the street, but at least I got this. I can go. Over
Yeah.
there. Like I got mugged last night, but well.
Yeah, like people can come, they can fucking feed them from their hand. Like the girls would just literally walk up on their paws and make cat sounds. They fucking eat out their
I'm picking that, bro.
Yeah,
That's it.
and then like you can sit around and they'll like, you know, like they act like cats in the wild, but for some reason it's like how a cat would go and just like lay down for a nap. They'll literally just start sitting in front of a TV and streaming.
So is it like is this just like their shift? Like when I leave, do they just get up and
No. They're literally like they're just like they're animal minded. So like, like for some reason like they just like gotta treat them like actual, like you walk in the pen and they'll start purring and rubbing their head against you.
Now
and
I
shit.
feel like we're getting into non-consent territory. Like,
No.
I don't know if these things can consent. They're just mindless drones.
You're gonna fuck them.
Oh yeah. What the fuck was I not supposed to fuck them? I'm waging war against homelessness. You know, I'm gonna be in the streets. I can't even fuck the cat girls.
You can't fuck them. No, I think it's classified as bees. I don't know if they're registered as people. I think they count as like 2/3 of a person.
Bro, I'm willing to do some paperwork. All right, it's not that hard.
You gotta get them registered as citizens
yeah,
first.
I'm gonna get them. I'll get them all visas and shit. Passports.
Your own little your fucking Twitch girl cat fucking petting zoo.
Well, can't you fuck them?
Yeah, you can fuck them if you want.
Oh,
fuck them. That's
all
right.
How many of them?
There's like 7.
7.
There's like 7 of them. Each of them a different race.
So if you homeless and you got these 7 Twitch cat hoes,
Yeah, I thought you were gonna talk. Well, maybe I was thinking that you guys were gonna talk about how you can make money off of it, but I guess the first idea is how do I fuck them?
Yeah,
how do I fuck them first?
Yeah, right. I mean, as soon as I get something new, I always figure out how to put my dick in it first.
Yeah, that makes sense. No, you're going the right path.
Yeah.
Get the main shit out the way first. You think about the fucking food later.
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking low key, if you out on the street, people would think you a pimp, so you could probably pimp them out.
Yeah, you could pimp these
Yeah.
cat hoes.
Got the cat hoes
Yeah.
out,
You
feel
could
me?
sell their pussies.
Oh, but you probably get a lot of calls of like complaints. They're like, yeah, you know, I asked her to do this, and she started licking her fucking leg.
Well, that'd probably be. They'd be like, wow, that's a good consolidation prize at least.
Yeah,
you
I
know,
guess
at least she licked her leg.
Started licking her own pussy, and I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, when's my turn?
Yeah, that's almost her pussy. It's like commentating on it. Hell yeah, dude. So was there like an option? Was it like, do I want the cat girls?
No, that was one of those things where I just thought of like a petting zoo of like Twitch girls dressed as cats, and
Yeah.
I didn't really have a fucking story behind it.
No, that's okay.
Yeah.
I got a hypothetical for you. So, would you rather have once a week you go to a ceremony to okay, so I don't do the world. Hold on a second.
Yeah,
So this is a
world
world
building.
basically where there used to be a demon king, right?
Okay.
And the demon king killed like literally 1 billion people. like it's this world, but the demon king showed up, killed 1 billion people.
Jesus.
And the hero saved us all. Right?
Okay.
So either you have to go to a
How
ceremony.
generic.
Yeah, you have to go to a ceremony to save to praise the hero.
Okay.
You know, once a week, right?
Yeah.
Every week you have to go to a ceremony with all the people. You know, in all cities have to do this.
Yeah, they all gather
Right.
around their little
Yeah.
memoriam.
Or you can let the hero die, and you have to see his kids every time you drop your kids off at school.
Wait.
And you don't have to go to the ceremony.
Wait. So he could save the world, and then we praise him for the rest of our life, like every Sunday.
Yeah.
Or I could watch his kids. What was the second one?
No. But you just have to. You make the choice of whether or not the demon king kills him.
Yeah, because if he dies, then the demon king kills him, and then I you say when I drop my kids off, I see his kids. Does that mean I just see them and leave, or I gotta watch them? Because like it's
yeah, you see them. I love how that's the I'm like, oh, I get to leave.
I'm like, okay.
You have to see. Yeah, I mean, you gotta.
There's like not a lot of commitment to that one. Just see his kids. All right.
Yeah. You see them. They're still. I mean, their
Yeah,
dad's
they are.
dead. His life was in your hands.
You know, the fucking demon king's the president now. But
I guess you didn't kill him. Yeah, you just answered some stupid hypothetical. Yeah.
I want those damn kids.
Those
Shit.
poor kids.
Yeah.
That was pretty shittily weaved. But
That was a secondary. Do you even know what time we're at right now? I felt like we
we're
might
at
have
50.
been. Okay.
Yeah.
I think about get
We
another.
can answer a question or two.
Yeah, get some questions in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is just like a fun little ramble, guys. You know, we're missing our producer, but it is what it is.
Yeah, it's pretty.
We're just
fun.
having fun.
I think it's gonna be better than we actually think.
It probably will be, honestly.
Let me see.
It's honing our talk skills. Think about it, man. 15 minutes with no videos. Yo, we're like the best podcasters ever. Oh wait, guys, this is the #1 podcast in the world, and you don't have to fact check me on that. #1 growing in the world.
Let me see.
Keep your eyes on the prize.
Okay, we got some questions here.
Eating at Five Guys. You stay friends with any of your exes? Never.
Stay friends with. I stay friends with one.
I stayed friends with one, but then eventually I just was like, "There's no point in this," so we just stopped. I just really stopped communication with them because it's just like I'm not getting anything out of this.
Right.
It's just this is just me exhausting energy, and for the most part, it's like I feel like, at least from a male perspective, you're friends with your exes. It's always on the predication that, you're like, maybe I can still get some sex out of it.
Right.
Because let's be honest. I in my case, I'm like, I don't feel them as a friend now. That's not how I do it.
Right.
If I was hitting it one time before, then I can't go back to being like, well, now we're platonic. It's like, no, I still want to hit it. You're just fucking gatekeeping.
Are you guys knowing the question for fucking what if your friend being friends with your ex?
Yeah.
Fucking, I think that it's possible to be friends with an ex, but I feel like during the relationship there has to be an understanding already that you're like, it has to end on the terms of like, we're both gonna break up and then not love each other.
Yeah, but my thing is, it's like, I don't like to throw the word friend around that easily, which is why I don't like to say like friends with your ex, because I'm like, friends with someone means there's usually a mutual benefit to knowing each other. Whether it's just like, you got someone like similar things to talk about that you have in common, and there's like no unbalanced expectations. Like if I was with a girl and I was like, had sexual access with her and stuff like that, then, it's hard to go back from that. And for the most part, like, if you're just like, talking to her like on a platonic level, and, I'm like, there's not really much I would be getting back out of that in a sense. Because it's like, okay, you get my time and attention. I'm clearly probably the funnier one. So it's probably more entertaining to be around me than it is for me to be around you without having sex. Let's just keep it 100. So like in that situation, I feel like you're not really getting anything out of it. Like it's one thing to be like, okay, we can be cordial with each other, but I'm not going out of my way to hang out with you, knowing full well that like, you're going home to fuck some other guy.
Yeah,
like
you're never gonna have sex with me again.
Yeah, like I feel like that's like, I don't think that's a real friendship. I think that's like someone holding out hope for like, okay, maybe if I just keep in contact with her, the pussy might open up again. But if there's a true acknowledgement that it's not, then honestly I don't really see a point in keeping communication.
Right. I mean, I feel that. I really think it depends on like just y'all friendship or y'all connection, even when y'all was dating or whatever.
Right.
Well, actually, no, I can't say that. Because, I mean, I'm in a situation
like,
where
that's not true.
one of my exes is actually my best friend. To be honest.
Okay.
And we kick it, you feel me? We don't be on all that or whatever.
Yeah.
But I feel like, I mean, she's valuable. She's a valuable friend to me. Like, first of all, I feel like every single man, when I say single, I mean not married, should have a female best friend.
All right, Roosevelt, I get it. She watches the podcast. All
right. Yeah, take it easy.
Great.
Right. Hey, we know you want to fuck this chick, but okay. Christ.
We got it. All right. No, fuck. But I mean, no, I understand. Like, I'm not saying that you can't completely have like female friends. I mean, there's definitely value that you can get from like, certain females that doesn't always have to be sex.
Right.
But I feel like in a case where it's like an ex, where like sex was definitely probably a big factor in, the relationship, I think it's really hard to go back from that, like in a sense. 'Cause I feel like I'll always have an expectation now. And if I'm not getting sex, I feel like I'm being drained. I feel like I'd probably be giving more. Because here's the thing. If she's not having sex with you, and naturally, I feel like as a guy, you probably want sex more than she probably would want it, just naturally, then if you guys are still friends, she's still getting more or less everything out of you that she was when you're a boyfriend. She's getting that boyfriend time, that boyfriend attention.
Not necessarily.
I
live in another state, so I don't really see her like that. But we just talk from time to time. You feel me?
See, that's what I was talking about. Like, keep it cordial. When I say friend, I'm talking about like, like she wants to,
friend,
like she wants to kick it
every day,
and shit like that, and go out, and she wants me to fucking tell me about her problems and shit. Like, I can't. Yeah. I'm not doing all that for girls. That's what a friend is. And I'm like, yo, I'm doing all this shit, like
I would say
you gotta be willing to do some of the things I want to do because I'm doing all this shit you want to do. Like,
Right.
that's how I see it.
I would
That's
say
what I'm like about friend.
It's good to have female friends that you've had sex with, but I feel like it never lasts for too long unless you've already had enough sex. Like when you've gotten to the point where you've had enough sex with that person, like maybe you had sex and it was bad, for instance. Like I've had some friends who I've had sex with and it was bad, and then it's like, okay, well, now we're just.
Well, yeah, that's true. Well, that's the thing. If like, because in that case, that's like you don't really like the sex wasn't like something you want.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, I want sex at you. Then yeah, we
Right.
can just be friends.
Like, I don't want any more
That
of
makes sense.
Like you get the taste test and you're like, you know what, I'm just gonna walk past this place next
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, I would say if it ended on a term to where it's like you necessarily didn't want to stop because like they say like most of the time girls end relationships, and it's kind of like okay, well. Essentially, it's like you want to stop having sex, whereas the guy's just kind of like,
I'll keep having sex with you.
Yeah, I want to keep that part, especially if you want to keep the friendship part, which means more or less like you're taking my time and attention.
That's actually crazy because I've ended all my relationships.
Oh shit!
Like I never got broken up with. It was me doing the breaking.
Oh, this nigga. All right. Big man over here.
Yeah, look at Mr. Big Dick over here.
Yeah, right. I guess Roses is laying it down his whole life. Okay. Shit.
Yeah, let's switch questions.
Excuse
I'm
me.
getting insecure. I got another one.
Well, you see, in that case, I can understand your perspective because you're like, well, this is what I wanted. That makes sense.
Right,
That makes
right.
sense. That makes sense. I'm coming from the perspective of a guy who's like,
Hey,
I'm the
no
guy
pussy
got
gang
dumped.
over here.
Yeah.
No pussy gang.
Yeah. And she left me. I was,
Yeah, no, I had one mutual breakup, and then I had one where I just left the girl because she was, trying to kill me and shit. And the other one, I guess, she broke up with me, so I'm like 1, 1, and 1. I got straight ones, bro.
There you go.
One of them was a tie.
You broke even.
But the next question we got is, how do you deal with people who highlight / make a big deal out of your mistakes? So I'm somebody who highlights and makes a big deal out of most people's mistakes. And I would say the best answer to this question is to fix your fucking mistakes. Stop making mistakes.
Yeah.
Right?
Wait, what was it again?
When someone highlights your mistakes.
How do you feel when people highlight?
How do you deal with people who highlight or make a big deal out of your mistakes?
Yeah, I think it depends. I think it
Right.
depends on the context a little bit because there are people that'll like give constructive criticism, which I'm like, okay, it's easy. That's good. That's feedback. That's that could be productive depending on like say how you take it. Which you should just take it in stride and be like, all right, well, I'm not just take it in stride and just try to better yourself. But then it depends when you say highlight. Some people just like. They never acknowledge the good and they only emphasize the bad things you do, and that could be because they just want to fuck. Most of the time, I think that could be from a person who just wants to bring you down.
That's
sometimes,
true. Yeah.
they're like I don't want to use the word hater, but I want to be.
Your hat is backwards right now. I don't know if you want to use the word hater.
Yeah, I want to be a complete douche today. But yeah, no, there's
so all my haters,
all my haters out there.
Yeah, this is a message to all my haters right now.
But yeah, no, I think some people will like who only highlight the negatives. The pessimistic people. Those are the ones that you probably shouldn't be listening to all that much because they're not there to necessarily help you. They're just want to see trouble in paradise.
That's true.
Yeah,
and I would say
feel
that there's a lot of people who will give criticism from a perspective of, okay, I'm trying to help you, and then there's also people that will give criticism from the perspective of, oh, I'm trying to validate myself.
Yeah, I like to see you fail because seeing you fail kind of brings you down to a level that I can more or less understand.
Right, like I can work with that. Like you as a failure, I can work with because I'm used to you being, whoever you've been before. But if you strive to change yourself and people start highlighting the mistakes you make during that process, and they're not doing it in a constructive way to try to get you to like grow, and they're just like pointing out like, oh, you're fucking up. Why don't you do it this way? And they're not giving you any reason or any background or anything like that. Then it's like they're just being a dick, and you can deal with it in whatever way you see fit. Yeah. But I think if someone's giving you advice from a good place, and the point is to correct you in an area where you want to be corrected. Yeah. Not so much that they want to force you, but if you want to be corrected in that area, then I think it makes sense to just
Yeah.
go with the flow, bro.
It's just trying to figure out the difference between knowing a person who's like, I'm genuinely trying to help you and trying to help you, identify your weaknesses so you can turn them into strengths, or a person that's just like, I don't like seeing you try to better yourself because we get along much better when you stay down here with the rest of us, because then if you do something that's good, then I feel terrible because I'd rather stay static.
Right.
Or that puts pressure on me, and I don't like that.
Right.
I don't like being associated with a nigga who's trying to do good. Fuck you.
It's like the
crab in a barrel.
It's like the fucking when the kid tries to leave the house and the mom just keeps dragging them down so they'll never leave.
Yeah.
It's like that.
That's true. Keep the bird in the nest.
Right.
It's safer here with me.
It's safer here with me.
With me.
I need baby and baby need me.
Yeah. And don't
right.
go anywhere.
All right, guys. I think we did our best.
We did our best.
No,
hey,
man.
guys.
Thanks for
now
watching.
time for your constructive criticism.
Yeah, thanks for watching as always. This has been a great time. This podcast is fun. Last episode, I would say definitely check that one out if you haven't seen it. And if you're at this point of this episode, you probably don't plan on watching that one. But check out Alonzo. He's eventually gonna make some content. So when you guys see this, hopefully this is a year from now when he has some stuff going on. Zoe Magnin, the link's gonna be there. Roosevelt, that's our guy. He's
making some content too. I don't got no names
shit.
yet. I know official shit, but it's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming.
Just keep.
Yeah, he's gonna be taking YouTube from behind.
He's gonna compromise YouTube.
He's gonna. Anyway, all right, we're done.
All right, guys. Peace.
Peace out.
Again.
I feel like it only doesn't feel as good because of the headphones. We can't hear ourselves.
No, that's the truth.